Thanks very much, everybody, for being here today, and thanks also Innovyz for hosting us. It's been a great 12 months, so I've learned a lot. Now, China, everyone's heard the news. They've stopped taking some of the materials that we used to send there, particularly plastics and also paper. One of the main reasons is contamination, and so we've got an idea that might be able to help with this in Australia and the rest of the world. Now, the recycling industry has been hit the last few years. The commodity prices are very low, but also now with this higher specifications with making high quality, they're going to have to put some more machinery in or some labour. So we're going to help them with that as well. This is James here from Planet Ark, one of the ambassadors for Planet Ark. Now, he's confused at the bin. Now, who in this room has at some point been at the bin and a bit confused about which bin it should go in? Exactly. We're talking about sometimes tying to the Australian divorce rate, because we can fix this up. There's nothing else to fight about. But now James is confused. Now, part of the solution is about a detailed labelling program on packaging. This is the UK 2009, the US in 2012, South Africa 2013, and France in 2015. This is to help James at the bin of what goes in which bin. Okay, so that's the past. Moreover, some of these companies, big companies globally, are wanting to do the right thing. They're going to change the design of packaging and therefore help this whole program along as well. However, as you can see there, 2025 is still a long way away. 2018 is when we've got a contamination problem. We need to fix this now, not in 7 years' time. Here we are back here in Sydney, in Australia, and we've got a couple of people from APCO at the back. Hi, Suzanne and Lily, and we've also got Nell and Ali here from Planet Ark. So it's great to have your support here today. This is the Australasian recycling label. It's been adopted by Officeworks, Blackmores, T2, Australia Post and Woolworths. So this will be on all their products, and a bunch of other corporates have come on board as well, thanks to the support of APCO coming on board with Planet Ark. Different to other programs in terms of labelling, this program is underpinned by what's called the PREP, which is a software which I'll show you in a minute. Now, what the PREP does is it simulates this complex field that we have. Beyond the curbside bin, materials go in a truck and end up at a materials recovery facility. That's where they're sorted into different bits. From those facilities, they then go on to the next stage, either for final use or for beneficiation. Now, for instance, when it comes to this place here, the MRF, you may, for instance, have a small plastic cap that goes through a screen, it ends up in the glass stream and gets rejected as waste. Whereas down here, if you've got a very dark piece of glass, that glass will be rejected at that point because it thinks it's either ceramic, stone or porcelain. Now, when it comes to the brand owners designing packaging, how are they supposed to know about all this? In a very easy way, so they can make the decision about what label to go on their packaging. What we did is we put it in a box. That complexity is now on the computer. And so when you're a brand owner designing packaging, you just put the details of your packaging in, the size, the shape, the materials, secondary materials such as labels and caps. It's all information that's important for determining recyclability. That gives you a result for each component of packaging. So in this case, the bottle is recyclable and the cap is not. Now James is happy because James has now got a label on the packaging which tells him which bin it should go in an accurate, evidence-based way. The other group who are happy are the recyclers, because now if we all do this and everyone's doing the right thing at the point of disposal, then what happens then is those companies also now have less contamination and they can create new markets. Clean materials coming through means a company like Dresden in Sydney here produces these glasses. These glasses are made from 100% recycled plastic. It used to be the beer caps on beer kegs. So there you go, beer goggles. Support Dresden and support the circular economy. So we've got the PREP now, and we've got APCO's come on board with supporting it for Australia and New Zealand. We're also in partnership with the On-Pack Recycling label in the UK, so we're making a good start. But really what we need is some assistance, because you can see here the developed countries are going to benefit most from this because they have formalised waste management systems. And that's what the PREP simulates. So where you can go into North America or into the EU, it's the people like you in this room or people you may know. We'd love to have a chat and find a way we can work together. Now what I'll do now is I'll flick across and do a quick demo of the PREP software to finish things off. So what we've got here, you're a brand owner, you're about to put a PET bottle on the marketplace. You've got a bottle on the cap and you want to put a label on both of those items of packaging. All we have to do is we put the details of the packaging in, we say it's a PET bottle, we answer a few questions, put the dimensions in, and we do the same with the cap as well. So let's say we've got a PVC shrink fit sleeve, and we get a result. Now, this tells us that the bottle nor the cap are recyclable in Australia or New Zealand, but it tells us why not. For the bottle, plastics compatibility is the issue, whereas for the cap, it's the size that matters. How if we come back in here as a designer and we change the label, we then end up with a different result. We've now got a recyclable bottle ready to go to market. So as you can see, it's easy to use, it helps create packaging for the circular economy, and it reduces contamination. So thanks for listening.